Hey everybody, it's Rob here with the Gauntlet coming on February 13th. It's been confirmed here. We are looking into the first builds here for the Barb because next week the Gauntlet is already coming out, and we are rocking here Charge build guide, which I think is one of the strongest builds for the upcoming Gauntlet, because you can just move so fast. And I just want to make this overview real quick here because there's a lot of testing going on, and I'll probably follow this up again with another like full build guide video. But I wanted to show you here some interesting concepts. Rank 23 charge, 8 seconds cooldown that we can reduce even further, and we also compiled a sheet here. We're going to start things off with a test run on Nightmare 170 because that's basically what they said probably the Gauntlet is going to be, or at least what they previewed. We'll see, but enjoy, my friends. Let's go. I charge and I hit something. Low movement speed, easy, okay. Yeah, this should work. So here we just play the bus driver. Chomp, chomp. This is how Leaderboards gonna look on Barb. Ideally, and we skip, we're not gonna get loot on Leaderboards. All we do is a run. Should get loot on back here, yeah. Mercy's Reach is a pretty good... Mercy's Reach have a boss, I forgot. Hopefully we don't have to pick this kind of things. We're even at cap on this. Chop. 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 Yeah, I need to learn how to aim though. Okay, channeling, I'll take it, I guess. Your Hoda is kind of there in case you need to one boink a boss. I feel like mostly Charge is gonna take care of that stuff. I'm not sure if this will compete with a Sorc. Like Sorc just seems faster than this. There's just one point, Tim. But yeah, I feel that's how it's gonna go. A main mortal draw. This is the build, boys. Just blasting and maxing charge. I think it's already a pretty good showcase here. So that's the Charge Barb that might make it onto the board. So Shaco for cooldown, Amulet here, really important, movement speed cooldown. Brawling skills, Heavy Handed is a nice addition, more DPS, but I think the cooldown movement, brawling is what's really important here. And we're still playing the Quake. We're rocking Talbot's Will. So Talbot's Will has crazy interaction. Like, actually we did figure out that we already have max charge cooldown at around charge rank 20, and we're already rocking 19 whenever we get the Evernight buff from our pet. So this one is already looking very strong. We'll think about it a bit more whenever we have the full knowledge of the leaderboards of what we need. And this Barb build is already super solid. So then we're rocking movement speed here. I probably don't need injured. You can get some other stuff, but as you've seen at start, like we're already at perma 200% movement speed if we just charge. So that's pretty insane. We're still playing Limitless Rage just in case we need to one-boink a boss like there's gonna be like elite boss in the Gauntlet, and we can just like one-boink here with Hoda, just hit them for like, you know, 100 million and they're gonna die instantly. And then we have just a bunch of multipliers here. The Earth Striker we can activate just with the ring, because charge whenever we attack once, it's already proccing Earth Striker twice, so it's gonna automatically proc. The only thing that I still want to try is maybe we get accelerating in here, more attack speed. Maybe that's gonna do something. And yeah, you could switch these around. Like charge is like 99% of what you use. You see here we just charge and we already get accelerating. Edgemaster. And weapon switch, it's crazy. Earth Striker, I'm sorry. We keep on getting. Oh, that's pretty wild. And then yeah, Brawling Ranks, Ancestral Charge, Bolt's Chieftain, just so if we miss our charge we can reset our cooldown, and our shout cooldown is also much faster with this. So I'm not sure, I will probably try a bit with Beer Clan Berserker Loop, but I don't think we need it. We'll see. Captain, thanks for the gifted subs, my friend, appreciate it. And then yeah, Grandfather, if you don't have this you can play the other charge multiplier. But I don't think we need it. This already is gonna be pretty strong build. I don't have max all rest right now. I'll be working on that, but I think it's already fine. We don't need all rest. It's gonna be like Nightmare Dungeon, Great High Rift like 70 or something. It's not really gonna be all too difficult to tank it. And we'll max a bit more. Then we have Axe, and we are playing Mace here, and we're also playing Mace on our Hoda. I don't really think we need to switch the weapons apart from switching to slashing auto-magically with our Ravenous, so that one is already pretty sick. And then we'll see, there's definitely a couple things to switch around. I already did make a planner here, that I'm going to link below as well. This has all the stuff. And there is just the Gauntlet speed version. I'll probably keep boosting this. But yeah, basically, movement speed is already maxed if we just have the boots active. And the boots, which gives us Ghostwalker, gives us movement speed while we're unstoppable. It already just triggers when we just charge, like in the air. Boom, we're already at 186. And then whenever we hit an enemy with Battle Fever, we're also getting 3 seconds of Berserking. And what Berserking does, it gives us another 15% movement speed. So whenever I would hit, let me keep this movement speed tab open here. Whenever I would hit something here, boom, we are at max movement speed, even without our Rallying Cry, without anything. So this already is max movement speed. This is the fastest you can run in the game. Even if we buff ourselves, it doesn't even make it faster. So that's pretty crazy having the movement speed base cap. Because this one is in fact basically always up. So this one needs to be extended to C9. And then we're already rocking 202 movement speed. And I was kind of thinking that we would need Hunter. I don't think it hurts to take it. The Hunter Killer node. I think I did take it in-game right now. Like down here, there is this node here in the Weapons Master Tree, Hunter Killer, which gives you movement speed for 4 seconds after killing an elite. But we probably don't even need this because we're already at cap. You can only reach 200% movement speed in the game. But yeah, these are some options if you are missing something or if you want to switch it around. The Rallying Cry that you have pretty good uptime on also gives you another 30%. Oh, that's pretty wild. And we'll see if we're gonna need it. And the Construct is basically giving us our Fortify now because we ditched the Warbringer. Because we're not really spending as much Fury. Again, our Hoda, our Smash is really only there if we need to kill a boss or something, right? And we'll see if we need to do this. Let me check up here. So it was actually crazy how fast my Fortify goes up just having the rune on the pet with Tempest. So this is my current pet setup. So we're rocking Flash of Adrenaline with Tactical, Duration and Genesis. And what this will basically do it'll give us a permanent 50% X damage buff all the time. Because it's 12-second cooldown, 12-second uptime easy. Then we have Tempest, this one triggers the best. With Evernight to get 4 ranks to charge, it gives us damage, gives us cooldown. Fortify support, this one gives us 80 Fortify, 800 Fortify whenever it deals damage. And right now I have Breaking, I should have crit chance. Here, efficiency needs to be here. For another 15%. And then we would be rocking crit chance Elixir. If I were to drink this plus the construct buff, we get plus 30%. That means we are almost at 80% crit chance. And we can also get Mortal Draw. I haven't done it right now, but there is the Mortal Draw glyph. And you can also fit into the Paragon if you want. And again, you are always weapon switching. So yeah, right, this one here will give you another 18. So you'd almost be at 100% critical strike damage. I think in the endgame setup, I'll probably include that. It's gonna be wild. But yeah, let me just show you here. So just the construct blasting is boom. Actually, it's giving us like crazy amount of Fortify. You see this? Oh yeah, the Fortify with the construct is pretty good. And on top of this, we don't need resource cost generation. So we just have our strategic rallying cry here, which is pretty good as well. Right now, we're rocking no walking arsenal, we're rocking unconstrained. So with Wrath, we can just spend a bit of fury, and we can just keep charging on multiple targets. Let me see if we have a boss target dummy. Because in this one you want to charge in front of it, and even here is pretty good. Like we're gonna like mostly one-shot the boss anyways. Especially with Earthstriker here, boom. Like it's gonna rock like crazy numbers. But yeah, that's the way it's looking. The alternative here is Beer Clan. We could try that. I was also trying around a bit with Brawling Loop, depending on how the leaderboards and the Gauntlet is going to be. This one is proccing another AoE damage in quite a decent area of effect, and maybe this one will even be better if it's like just about clearing like small trash mobs. This will kill everything in range. If you just hit it with charge, when they are killed, they explode into an AoE explosion. So that can also be played. But yeah, the rest of the skill tree, like 2 points to unlock. Then we have Max Toda with Furious. If the fights go longer, we could take Pressure Point, but right now we have Exploit in our Paragon. And Exploit just takes care of vulnerable 3 seconds. Everything is dead anyways, unless you're doing something wrong. We have some life here for a bit bigger overpower hits. Rallying Cry with the Fortify rune. 2 points here for the bleed multipliers. Very easily. I mean, we probably don't necessarily need this. We're also going to apply bleeds with our Ring of Raveners, but just in case there is something dangerous that survives for a second, or like something ranged, this automatically procs bleeds on them because they're getting hit by thorns, and then we're proccing bleeds. Very good. Warcry here just for more DPS. Max charge with the cooldown. Then we have 3 seconds here of berserking whenever our brawling skill, which is charge, hits an enemy. Very easy. Close damage, pit fighter, counter offensive. Again, we're getting Fortify from our pet. Then we have the triple damage buff down here. We're playing a mace, so Wallop will work. And then, yeah, switching weapons grants us some fury. So this is just automatically, basically, whenever we charge, even without Talbot's stacks, we're basically getting fury from switching our weapons. So fury and hammer, like you can just blast basically to your heart's content. And then we have unconstrained here for the extra berserking. Again, you can also play walking arsenal. But then you would play no Wallop and you would assign your dual wield weapons here. And then you also need damage on your dual wield weapons, which I don't have right now. But you would also like lose some good damage buffs here because you have another 1.15 here to vulnerable and stuff. So I feel like the mace setup with unconstrained is definitely the best play. As also more berserking uptime means more movement speed more consistently. And as you noticed here, we have this in the always up category, so should be always up your berserking. And it will be always up if you are blasting. See here, this is already like so long, and we can like get this even longer when we press certain skills. And it's a very long buff easy to refresh and keep up. And we also have Wrath berserking, so I mean if your berserking drops in this build, you're doing something wrong basically. And then yeah, Paragon, I will still min-max a bit. So right now we're running Exploit here. We're still running the Max Fury for Hoarder damage, because big Hoarder damage is still good. Crusher. Ira here for the Berserking. Carnage here for attack speed. I've not really figured out yet if Charge scales with attack speed. I will like do some in-depth testing and report back to you once we have more details about the gauntlets. Then we have Hunter Killer. Again, this is overkill right now. Just if some other buff drops, if you Berserking drops or something, it's still good to have. And you can take all these points out and put some more damage if you want. But I'm not sure if damage is what we will need. But in general, for a lot of classes, Hunter Killer, I think is pretty much on every class. Will be a pretty interesting node for the leaderboards in general. And then we have Marshall here for the cooldown reduction. Shall we miss a charge? Blood Rage for the crazy buffs, and then more Berserking duration and Berserking damage. Bonebreaker for overpower, and Decimator for overpower with a bunch of overpower damage here. Yeah, and that's pretty much the build draft right now. I mean, I'll definitely put out like a full, like detailed in-depth build guide after I did all this testing. But just to like get you in the direction, I think this is already like a super solid, super good build, and I'm gonna again have the planner in the description. Paragon board is probably gonna change quite a bit again. I'll check. This one is different right now, but the pet I think is already pretty locked in. Here there might be some changes with the brawlers aspect. I did change it here. I'm not sure. Like right now, I'm just playing Limitless here. Limitless Rage, and we are rocking Ancestral Charge up here. But yeah, again, there is a lot of experimentation to be done with the brawlers aspect, and also the veterans I feel we don't need, but the Bear Clan aspect, become Berserkers aspect, as this one significantly reduces your cooldown even further by 32 seconds. So lots of options, pretty cool stuff, but I'm also gonna link the sheet in the description and do some more testing, but I think this is already some pretty solid build, and I think this is going to be one of the strongest Barbarian builds out there, because it looks like we don't need damage. I really hope that this Gauntlet is only going to be Nightmare Dungeon tier 70 like for the first time, and then it's going to get progressively harder or something. But we'll see what they say next week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take care. GG. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.